Hebrew Hammer.
Oh, that's another thing I have to cover. Apparently, Slasher did a lot of. Oh wait, that's
You said something a second ago, like anti-Semitism doesn't seem too bad on Twitch, and I feel fine and everything. And all I want you to do is we're going to just watch this clip. This is it. This is the only reason I really came in here. We're just going to watch this clip, and I don't even want you to watch Hasan. You want to see the chat?
I want you to watch the chat.
Okay.
So,
do you see Aiden Ross's chat?
No, stop.
That's what I said.
What?
Who the f is talking about Aiden Ross?
No!
What?
Look at what just happened.
I know.
In trying to defend Hasan, what was your go-to comparison?
Aiden Ross.
Was Aiden Ross. That, one of my favorite things is when people, because intuitively, we do understand comparisons, we understand metaphor, we understand simile, and intuitively, sometimes people will accidentally make a comparison that keys in on their thought process so much better than they actually truly wanted to admit. What an unbelievable go-to. Like, well, hold on, what about Aiden Ross's chat?
Oh, God.
we're not talking about Kick. You said... You said
I'm totally.
You said Twitch is okay with anti-Semitism. I just wanted to watch the chat. As Kamala Harris says it's sad that the October 7th rapes happened. I just wanted to watch the chat. Don't you want to watch the chat?
Aiden Ross's chat is the same fucking thing.
What? Like, Lil Bro, is that your defense?
Who's defending Aiden Ross? You just said that Twitch doesn't...
Also, isn't Aiden Ross still permabanned on Twitter, or is he back as well?
I don't know.
You just said that Twitch doesn't have anti-Semitism.
I do not feel hurt. I'm being...
Whoa, he's a debate tactic, right? You see that, right? Yeah. I've had people do this to me. I call it out. Hasan did this to me. I call this out. Remember, hey, by the way, Dan, do you think that it's bad when you rape people and you're like, well, me personally, as long as the woman was attracted to sex with me, I wouldn't care. That's not a response to what the fuck I'm not asking for your personal opinion on how you might feel about a particular thing. What a stupid, and it's such a, you know you're pivoting. You know that you're squirming, okay? You're being held down, and you're being forced to answer a question that you don't want to answer.
I'm being molested.
It's such a disingenuous tactic to not just like own up to answer the question.
I do not feel hurt on being on Twitch. I am not perturbed.
All right,
you've made the right decisions to feel that way.
let's watch this video. Because I want you to imagine you're watching Hasan, and then you can tell me if you just feel hurt. Yeah, just press
pause randomly here for the chat, or
gonna change.
No, well, I mean, sure, if you want.
Let's take a step back.
Whatever.
October.
I'll wait for her to mention the rapes here.
1,200 people were massacred. Many young people who were simply attending a music festival. Women were horribly raped.
So
fuck me. Look at
I mean, I would watch his.
That he's laughing is so fucking epic. Remember, hold on. Remember when Ethan was crying because, by the way, I don't know if Dan agrees with this or not. Okay, and it does sound really cucked and dumb, but seeing dead kids does actually feel, in my opinion at least, it feels worse when you have children. Seeing a dead, because you remember holding your baby, and babies are very fragile. Like when you have your kid for the first like couple months, it's scary because you might roll onto them, they might die, you might drop them, they might die, they cough, you don't know if they're dying. It's scary, right? So when Ethan was crying, when he saw that dad holding up a dead baby, that's a painful image. I get it. And then Hasan brings out his crocodile tears because somebody got shot and killed at a funeral. He doesn't even know the person. And that was Hasan's go-to. So he's crying because of that. But then when it comes to arguably the mass rape event, okay, that the UN has said has happened, okay, now it's like a fucking joke. Now it's hilarious, right?
So, I mean, I would watch his cringing face there as well.
A music festival.
No, we don't care about that.
Women were horribly raped.
I don't care about it.
As I said then.
Remember, you got to give it 5 seconds, okay? Because now they've heard it. Now they're typing. They just heard the rapes happen.
I don't like who did Justical say this. Whoever said cringing face. He's not a cringing face. He's laughing because it's a joke. Because remember, for the pro-Palestinian people, there were no mass rapes. That didn't happen. And the majority of
there may have been one.
Might have been one. There might have been one. Might have been one
documented.
Okay?
Maybe
and, I'm sorry, there were mass rapes, but it was Israelis raping Palestinians.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay?
And we killed. And the Israelis killed everyone.
Correct.
There,
it was the Hannibal Directive. 50% of the dead people at least were killed by Israeli helicopter fire. Okay.
Yep.
You would.
They've seen Hasan's reaction. Now we're typing.
Matters.
We're typing.
So easy to lie next to a concentration camp.
Oh my God.
far
This
too
is
many...
way not as bad as Aiden's chat.
Repeating
which is
hoaxes,
basically just which is just fucking Jews. Aiden's chat is all like the fucking Jews.
Sure. Kick does not have in its TOS that you're responsible for your chat. Twitch does though.
Also, Aiden Ross is a fucking retard. Aiden Ross says that he's a fucking retard, and Aiden Ross's audience knows that he's fucking retarded.
Yeah, but they're all...
Hassan is the preeminent political commentator on Twitch.
I don't hold Aiden Ross to the standard. So Aiden, if you're watching this, like it's
and
different.
Aiden Ross is permabanned from Twitch.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with it. This conversation was infuriating.
We need to bring Slasher in here. We should have got him for tonight's show.
No, because we would have just ruined a relationship for nothing.
I'm okay with that. Hassan fans continue to harass Ethan. Poor American white man. This genocide on Palestinians is really hard on him. Race check! Race check! I can't tell under all the fucking makeup, but I'm going to go ahead and say white. This genocide on Palestinians is really hard on him. I was an H3 fan first. Maybe if you gave an ounce of time talking about Palestine as you do shitting on your own friend, Ethan has, by the way, as you do shitting on your own friend who still defends you. What? Yeah, that's a good one. People wouldn't call you out. And anti-Semitism is never okay, LOL.
Wait.
16,000 likes.
16,000 likes.
It brings me immense joy knowing I live rent-free in Ethan's head, and my tweets make his day appreciably worse. I think this is a pretty good example of how Ethan sees himself. The Yemeni kid is clearly speaking about Zionists who actually engage in genocide, but because of how Ethan sees himself as an extension of a genocidal state, the justified hatred of the oppressed personally offends him. Look at the mental gymnastics you're going through. Again, when is it ever acceptable to put people on fucking pikes? Give me one movie, one TV show, one book where the good guys are putting their enemies on fucking pikes. Just one. Where does this happen?
It doesn't.
Where does this ever happen?
It doesn't. It doesn't. This is the least humorous episode.
30,000 likes, by the way. 30,000.
Of anything else so far.
Getting mad about a teenage Houthi fighter from one of the poorest countries on earth that just suffered a devastating Saudi genocide. Do you think that's the only reason why that country's fucked up? They probably do. They probably literally do. They think the only reason is because of Saudi Arabia. When your wife was in the IDF, basically a Nazi. Oh, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
So the Houthi fighter is an infinite excuse for whatever. Mandatory military service in Israel makes you a Nazi, though. This is why I said don't ever let them get away with saying I'm only talking about the IDF, because this is what they all think. 22,000 likes, by the way. Every single Israeli person is a settler, is an IDF soldier, is worthy of being murdered.
The thing is, the tides will change.
Like right here, wait, yeah, I'm sorry, it will change. Like just here, right? When your wife was in the IDF and you willingly became an Israeli citizen. So that's it. Just being an Israeli citizen, that's enough. That's it. Don't fall for any other bullshit. The citizenship, the Israeli, it's bad. Yeah, that's it. Felt so good making this crybaby dumbass quit Twitter. 10,000 likes. If someone says, I'm going to kill child rapists, and you feel like it was directed towards you, then maybe you got demons in the closet. 25,000 likes. Zionists, by the way, are child rapists.
You know, the thing is, all these people, all these likes, it's all the same group of dick sucks.
Probably, yeah.
So it doesn't fucking matter. If there's like 100 tweets and they all have 50,000 likes, it's all from the same fucking virgin incel fucking...
It's just young. It's white college kids, basically, yeah. But the fact that it's like corporately defended, I think is pretty wild.
Well, that's why we're holding Dan Clancy of DanClancySucks.com feet to the fire. I want to know, with that video before, what was the one that was really offensive that just came on? That was like really bad. And there were so many. There was one recently. I couldn't believe it.
Are you talking about DanClancySucks.com?
No. One of the videos of Hassan.
Oh.
Recently saying something so unhinged, so crazy.
Oh, laughing about the rapes?
Laughing about the rapes. I can't believe that Rivian was advertising against that at the time.
What's Rivian?
Rivian is the largest competitor, I think, to Tesla. And their ads are all over Twitch. Do you know that right now? If you go and you watch Hassan's channel, you'll see a Rivian ad. How crazy is that?
That's pretty crazy. We got a Slasher tweet. Oh. Black people also get a free pass on racism. But he gets a double pass because it's against a Jew and he's black, so he can be infinitely racist.
Now maybe just don't question it.
Are you not?
No.
Why not?
Why would I be a Zionist?
Because Jewish people have a state.
Free Palestine.
Hey, 12-second clip. This woman was constantly annoying Speed at the event today, just nonstop self-pity whining to someone who doesn't care. It's not a coincidence. Every on-camera interaction you see with an Israeli and normal person comes off insufferable. See, this is why diasporoids. No offense.
I got a theory.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to do here. I'm at a crossroads. I'm at a mental crossroads. You know where I'm at right now. I'm thinking.
Why the fuck are we? Okay, go ahead.
Why is Slasher saying shit like this?
Because Slasher is friends with Hasan.
Is he really friends with Hasan,
yes.
or is he trying to become friends with that group?
Well, he's in with that. Remember, there was a time when he came to my stream, and I don't remember what we were arguing about, but it had to do with things that Hasan and his audience had said about me, and I had to like argue hard with Slasher. I'm like, bro, his audience is unhinged, and Slasher's like, no, and I had to make him watch like a ton of shit. Somebody, I don't know if anybody has a link to. I don't know. We're not gonna watch it now, but like, yeah, he definitely carries water hardcore for Hasan. Oh, this Hayek.
It's lonely.
Insane.
It's lonely being a Jew that I guess isn't afraid of the leftists, right? There's nothing, like, for most people, they have to worry about losing their job. They have to worry about like getting canceled. They have to worry about losing their income, their family getting harassed, all that shit. Like, there's a million things that happen for all these people. There's like no one that can fucking speak up on this side. And these people have free fucking reign.
Oh, true.
And the tides are gonna fucking turn.
Ethan Klein, do you really think putting yourself, your crew, and your audience in a semantic competition over a petty year-old I'm right, you're wrong obsession you cannot get over is the right strategy? Stop tormenting yourself, man. Listen to Hasan. The entire situation is just sad. A grown man refusing to come to terms with the fact that he participated in the colonization of stolen land, and instead of realizing and accepting that, he lashes out to the friend that tried educating him about it by calling him anti-Semitic. You're also participating in colonization by being in America, by the way. So I don't know
what a fucking retard. What a fucking dumb piece of shit.
True.
You know what? There should, if you say colonizer or colonization or any of that shit.
That's all. I always say that's a buzzword for you're a fucking retard. Anybody
yeah,
that says
it's just like,
you can
sorry.
Everything they have to say.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I thought I was talking to a person. You're a fucking moron. Okay, let me just move on. I don't have to listen to anything you say. Jesus fucking Christ. This is probably the most stressful episode I've done so far. I thought the J-Reg episode was going to be bad. This is worse.
Damn.
This is worse than that episode on my stress level.
Dude has become so unhinged since Leftovers died. Keep in mind, Leftovers didn't die. Ethan killed it because of Hasan's anti-Semitic fan base. But, okay. Well.
What's the aftermath? Go down. Click the aftermath.
Thank you for this.
I paid good money for this.
Yeah.
Not only does it not matter to me if he was or not.
Click, right click, left click, middle click. Click faster. What are you doing? No. Can you start from the beginning, please? Left click. Hello?
Yes, chat moderation works. How was the last two attempts got canned? I don't know how the chat moderation works. How was the Yemeni kid not connected to the Houthis, and does it even matter if he was? Not only does it not matter to me if he was or not, it would obviously change the dynamic of the interview if he was. But he is not. They turned Galaxy into a fucking tourist destination. Are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean?
Oh,
excuse me. Of course I'm about to have a. I'm a journalist.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Rip. Graveyard. Graveyard. Also, remember too, there's such a trick that's being played here, and it's hard to talk about it because people just don't understand how the tools and everything work. But I wish that you guys would just remember this, okay? One of the things Hasan says about LSF, about my audience brigading, and that little thing that they post all the time, showing the similar subreddit crossover things, the reason why Hasan's community gets away with saying that is because they don't have a home base on Reddit. You can't see crossover. Nobody posts in Hasan Piker's subreddit because they don't post it. They don't care. They're active on Discord. That's why whenever my community posts somewhere, people go, oh, look at the crossover from the Destiny subreddit. Yeah, because my people have a subreddit they post on. So Hasan's home for his audience is infesting and infecting, okay? Like cockroaches, all right? Other people's subreddits. That's why he can get away with saying like, oh no, that's your organic fan base. These guys don't even cross-post on our subreddit. Yeah, because you don't have a subreddit, right? Fuck, Eddie, get to do 100 subs a minute ago. I'm so sorry, fuck, I don't have my events thing for Kick running right now. But thank you, I love you, buddy.
There should be a way to give Patreon subs. I didn't see a fucking penny of that.
Right. Scary how comfortable is laying it. Okay, and then last one. Tanky Admin goes on insane rant and says it's time to purge Jews from leftist circles.
I don't give a shit.
The server this is from is still not confirmed.
Hey, who gives a shit? I don't care.
Okay. Wow.
All right, collapse all this. All right, there we go. Topic 1 down. 19 more to go. What's interesting to you? Go through this. Look through. Because we got enough time. We got some time. All right. What do we got?
Oh, it's gonna feel weird doing anything. I think we're good.
What?
I don't want to do a soft topic after this. That's...
All right, then take another hard topic. Then there's got to be another one. What's hard? Green.
We're at our 2.5 hours. We're good.
Hey, this is a 3-hour show. We got 30 more minutes.
Okay, you're the cheerleader then. Go for it.
Don't be phoning it in either.
I am phoning it in. 3 hours is too long.
Well, that's how long the fucking show is.
Should be 2 to 2.5.
I already said I think we should do, taking advice from Ethan, we can do 2.5-hour shows twice a week.
Absolutely not.
2-hour shows twice a week.
Maybe 1 hour, maybe 1 to 1.5 hour shows twice a week.
2-hour shows twice a week.
Absolutely not.
That's like basically the same thing.
It's not at all. It's a whole ass planning.
It's pretty easy for you, especially. For me, it's much more difficult.
So difficult. Okay, pick a topic.
I'm thinking. Did you know the Joker 2 is apparently a musical?
Yes, that's been known for over a year.
Okay, I didn't know that. And I feel like I would have gone to see that and been mad. I don't like musicals.
It was, anybody that was going to see it knew it was going to be a musical.
I didn't know it was going to be a musical.
Well, you didn't go see it, did you?
No.
There you go.
Because I found out before I was waiting to pirate. But now I'm not so excited to go and pirate it anymore because it's a musical. Fresh and Fit was unbanned on Twitch. Okay, interesting. I'm just curious. So they were unbanned. So today is October 18th. So does Twitch have an off platform policy?
Yes, of course.
All right. Can you read this one for me real quick? Just read this. You're just reading it. You're not saying it.
Snoop Dogg showing why he's a typical low IQ Negro.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Nice. What else is new in the world of pop culture?
Okay. Sorry. I kind of did a little gotcha there. What date was that from, by the way? You can. It's right here.
October 17th.
When was that?
Yesterday.
Oh. Well, that's weird. Interesting. Okay. What's this?
Do you know right arm of the Forbidden One? I think it's a Zodiac card.
Oh, what are the rest of who is
Oh,
this?
It looks like he's doing the thing where when you're driving or riding in a car as a kid and you put your hand out the window and your hand goes up and down.
Oh, I was gonna say this looks like you're looking for a taxi.
Or that.
Actually, wait, when people go to a taxi, are you nervous when you do that now? I think you can't do that anymore. You do this, right? You have to do 2 fingers. You can't.
Don't you just make eye contact and wave?
No, if you're trying to get a taxi and you're in New York City.
You just make eye contact and wave.
No, you have your hand up.
I don't think you have to have your hand in a certain way.
Let's see.
I don't need to see. I go to New York City a lot. You just like wave at them when the yellow light is on the top of their cab. They're looking for fares. That's what they're doing when they don't have anybody in there.
Okay, let's see. Seems like a lot of people doing the Hitler salute here. But you notice that all of them, they don't have the fingers together.
That's what makes it different?
I think so. You think so also?
I don't think anybody would ever confuse you with doing a Hitler salute here. I feel like it's a different vibe.
Wait a minute. What about if you really wanted to do a Hitler salute? So you just went out on the street in New York and you just started doing it.
You know what? I bet the Hitler salute has more to do with your body than your arm.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think you could go out in the street in New York and you could start doing the Hitler salute, and people wouldn't think they would just think you're getting a cab.
I think it has to do with how your body is rather than your arm.
Yeah, you could get away with it.
Like, you don't look like you're Hitler sitting there, but if you straighten your body and do it, this is a lot different than like this. It just feels different.
I mean, maybe a little bit.
This,
but you
Hitler salute. Okay, you're looking for a cab.
You could get away with it. If you're a full body straight.
Well, you probably get away with it because nobody gives a fuck. It's New York City. Nobody cares.
They won't even think it. They
won't even look at you. They're busy. They got lives to live.
If you're just completely straight and standing like.
Yeah, then they look at you like you're weird, but they'd probably just
like if you like clicked your fucking heels together and then did it. Yeah.
Go test it.
In Miami. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, this guy got unbanned. Steve is still not unbanned on Twitch.
Based.
You know, how long have you been banned now, Steve?
Isn't it over 2 years?
2 years. What'd you do? You must have done something fucking heinous. I'm talking about crazy shit, like an entire race of people being put to the spike, or interviewing a fucking terrorist, or like, I don't know. It must have been fucking wild. What did you do again? Wait, hold on. Sorry, I remember. Did you ask if trans people should be playing sports and said that they were...
I think it was because I said these trans activists online were subhuman.
Oh my God.
It was a bad one.
Wait, hold on. Do you think that... I'm curious. Let me just real quick. I just want to pull this up. DanClancySucks.com. I think there's a thing.
Oh, cute. Oh, I like whoever. That's some nice website. Oh, whoever did the design on this, the interactions, when the image is on the right, it should tilt to the right instead of tilting to the left.
Oh, they all. It would be cuter. Right.
Yeah.
What was I looking for? Chat logs. I remember there's chat. Here we are. Okay. I think. Okay. Human. Oh my God. There's 214. Oh, it's all here. Sorry. Look, I can click right here. Okay, here we go. Would you like to read out some of Hasanabi's chat? You can start here.
Read them. Go for it.
Zionists are human trash. Zionists aren't human. Zionists aren't human. Zionists are human animals. Well, that doesn't.
Remember how mad they were about that term Amalek?
What was that?
In the Old Testament, don't the Jews have to fight against their enemy, the Amalek or whatever? And people are like, oh. When Netanyahu said the Amalek, he's calling Palestinians subhuman animals or something.
Hassan, respond to a real human, not these Zionists.
True.
Zionists aren't human, you dummy.
They
have horns.
Are subhuman, just like the Zionists. Space.
Yes. There's some other good ones in here. What else? Zionists equal pigs.
Based.
Pig dogs? Pigs? Piggies. Where is Hitler when we need him? God, I fucking hate Zionists. They're such fucking jokes. I hate Zionists. This is Hassan's chat. It's interesting. Homes.com, actually, when I was watching Hassan's chat earlier, Homes.com was advertising against Hassan's chat.
That's crazy. And with interest rates so high right now, I bet the housing market's getting even tighter, and it's going to be even harder to sell homes. Imagine if there was a Jew, people that are renowned for their real estate prowess, seeing you advertising against such anti-Semitic drivel.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy. But anyways, I mean, I think like for a lot of people, if you take offense, or be smart about this, okay? What I would say is that if you're offended with content going on in someone's chat, don't just blindly fucking email an advertiser. They don't give a shit. Make a video recording of their ad showing up next to the content. Take a screenshot of their ad next to the content. That's what makes a fucking difference, okay? If you just email in, it just goes into the shit can and they wait to see if it fucking blows over. But if you start posting videos to Twitter of their ad showing up next to content that is literally anti-Semitic bullshit, they're gonna do something. That's how you get things done, okay? So that's what I would suggest that you do. OBS makes it super easy to record content. Yeah, I don't think a lot of these brands know what they're doing. And if you have 5 minutes, it's not hard to go and do it. Take a video, post it to Twitter, at the brand, ask them what the fuck they're doing. Make a difference, actually. Take 5 minutes out of your day, make a difference. Because these fucking crazy people are insane. They have the fucking run of the mill. They can do whatever the fuck they want. with no consequence whatsoever. It's cool to hate Jews right now. All you have to do is just sub in the word Zionist. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Steve, I fucking hate Zionists. These fucking money-grubbing, dirty Zionists. They're not even fucking human. You know that? You know that about these Zionists?
I heard they were responsible for most of the COVID spread, too, because the masks never fit them well.
It's because of their fucking Zionist face. They want to breathe all the fucking air, and they don't want any for all of us.
Absolutely true.
Okay. We got well, we still got 27 minutes. Boy, that was the slowest 3 minutes of all time.
True.
That felt like
They're really
20
dragging.
minutes.
That's right.
That
I
was
agree.
good. Steve's like, God damn it, I got a BPD girl here. I got to fucking go.
I got shit I got to work on.
Listen, you don't have to work on it. Someone else has to work on it. Okay. Tesla's new vehicle and robots. Let me tell you something with Tesla, okay? Is it wrong to say Tesla? People get upset. They say Tesla. Do you think Tesla is acceptable?
When I think of Teslas, I think of there were MDMA pressed pills a long time ago that were called orange Teslas, and they were popular.
So Tesla's not okay. Tesla.
Well, for drugs, I heard them called Teslas because they use the
You
Tesla
call
logo.
it Tesla.
I call it Tesla.
But I think Elon calls it Tesla.
Elon's fucking retarded.
I understand that. So that's why I'm at a kind of a moral crossroads of what I should call it.
What's the guy's name? Nikolai
Tesla. Isn't it?
Okay. I would call him Tesla.
Really?
Well, you know what? We can solve this right now.
Okay. What should I type?
I'll type.
Okay.
Oh, God, it's not going to work. Because we're banned.
No, we're back. Yes, the Jews couldn't fucking keep us off. Sorry, the Zionists. The Zionists. Fuck, sorry, my bad. I almost slipped up there.
So, this is the great Denton. Mr. Ellie has effused about your act to me on any number of occasions. Hold out other hand.
In the electricity.
Go to the transcript.
What's conducting the electricity?
Our bodies, Mr. Angier, are quite capable of conducting and indeed producing energy.
How's it feel when a fucking Zionist tells you what
Have you
type,
eaten, Mr. Angier?
I need something impossible.
Oh. Here we go.
Really doing with my money was more worthwhile, Mr. Tesla.
Fuck. All right, well, got to go with Hugh Jackman. All right. So, Tesla has been promising shit. How are all of the investors so retarded? You know, there's people that spent like $100K to get that Roadster like 10 years ago.
Because there's an unfortunate phenomenon that's starting to happen right now. I don't know if you've noticed it yet, but tech bros are starting to become like MAGA.
It's so sad.
It's so cringe.
It's the saddest thing. We are the chosen enlightened people. There is a guy that invested in my company, Naval Ravikant. Okay, he started AngelList. I looked up to this guy. He was like the smartest dude I ever knew. Genuinely, like, helped me so much. Nicest guy ever. Probably the saddest thing I've ever learned is finding out that he just became a fucking MAGA guy.
Pretty crazy.
No, like, I'm not going to say anything else like bad about him because I don't know anything bad about him, but it broke my heart a little bit. Someone that was like so much for people who didn't have so much, which was startup founders, right? The idea, he created this thing called AngelList. It was this company that let founders kind of take control. Because back in the early days, the early 2000s and whatnot, founders would get fucked by VC firms with like really crazy terms like liquidation preferences and things like that. You know, like I'll put 100K in your company.
They were basically all like the one guy on Mr. Money. Is that what they call him on the Dragon's Den?
Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful. What's his real name? Do you know?
Kevin O'Leary.
Kevin O'Leary. They were all like Kevin O'Leary,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, you have a business that's doing $100,000 in revenue a year, and 50% of that is profit. Let me make you an offer. I want to give you $5,000 for 100% equity, and I get to fuck your wife while you watch in the corner. Okay? No one's gonna give you a better deal than this.
Well, it's more sneaky. So like the deals they used to do back in the day was things with like liquidation preference, and you wouldn't catch it. You wouldn't know what's going on. So the idea is like, Steve, I like your company. I think it's worth $1 million. I'll put in 100K for 10%. And then in the fine docs, you know, the fine print, sorry, there's like things like I'm going to get 10x liquidation preference. And you're like, oh, what does this mean? Don't worry about it. It's just standard boilerplate stuff. And then you find out that what it means is that before you get a penny out, I get 10 times my money out first. So if your company sells for $1 million and $5, $1 million and $5, I get the first $1 million. And then you get that $5 out of that, even though I only put in 100K. So anyways, Naval was like basically a guy who came to Silicon Valley and upended everything, right, with the creation of AngelList. And he was probably the best thing to founders that there was at the time. There was nothing else that really compared as far as being founder friendly and completely upending the status quo of what was beforehand. You have Y Combinator as well that came out with a safe agreement and everything else. And the saddest thing, because there's really no excuse for it, to endorse Trump. The saddest thing is that somehow the only excuse is that money has consumed him, because there is no way to endorse Trump. There is no policy.
No, I totally disagree. You have there's a really good reason for why these people do it.
Why?
And it's because they're insulated from every single societal problem except for the only thing they see is wokeness.
Oh.
And there's a lot of people. I've spoken to people. Fuck, was this on stream? Recently, I've been traveling so much and talking to people, and that's like a huge answer that I get when I ask people, like, hold on, like, how can you, honest to God, so, like, this is your big issue? And they'll be like, wokeness. It's the woke.
I don't know if that's his issue. It was just super depressing.
I think for Silicon Valley tech bros, I think it is. They see like wokeness as like the #1 fucking threat.
I think he's like an Indian guy though. Can he really like even if it's wokeness, sometimes you hold people to a high standard, like, and you're just shocked. You're like, listen, you're already a billionaire. Why do you like? Is it really all about taxes at the end of the day?
Is this guy Naval on Twitter?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Somebody told me to click his tweet because he's crazy, and I just noticed he's got me blocked, so. What a loser. The irony of COVID is that the people who are supposed to protect us from it are the ones who did it. Okay, wow.
It's honestly heartbreaking. Listen, he probably lost money with an investment in my company, so I'm not one to fucking say anything. No, actually, he probably got his money back. That said, still broke my heart. Looked up to the guy more than anything else, and to see him, like, be so fucking stupid. Who's left? Who are the good people? Like, Mark Andreessen is gone. That guy's fucking, I think he's gone.
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban is a good one. He's a fucking
good one. He's not a good one. He's based. He's more than good.
He is fucking
He's
based.
a fucking god.
He is a good guy. I think Paul Graham might be still okay. I think.
Don't know who Paul Graham is? Oh, I hate that I even know who this guy is more now just because he shows up on my fucking YouTube shorts that I need to stop listening to. Do you know who Dave Ramsey is?
Yeah.
He's a huge Trump dick suck now. He had him on for his show to do like an interview. Yeah. And it was just like the most softball cucked interview.
What? Man. You know, I feel like there must be a schism inside of Silicon Valley of these people that are like sucking the dick of. Honestly, I don't know how anyone, like, I understand how stupid people and like, hold on, let me take a step back.
Oh, he endorsed him even. Dave Ramsey did? Damn, okay.
I can understand how some people from certain backgrounds and certain levels of information access could endorse Trump and want to vote for Trump. What I can't forgive or accept is people that have huge amounts of money, huge amounts of power and influence and intellect doing it. Because you're not different than me. You look at this guy and you know he's a fucking retard. He can't put a sentence together.
Well, I think you're underestimating. The iced coffee hour guys are on the Trump train well. Yeah. I think one thing we underestimate is how dramatically different the information worlds that people live in are. Like if you were to go out on the street and find a Trump person and you were to seriously try to talk to them, like you will get so depressed so quickly.
Is it really just hating woke shit?
No.
By the way, blame the far left for that shit.
It's not that. Well, first of all, it is hating woke shit. The woke shit is what the conservatives
It fucking destroyed the Democratic Party.
Conservatives did it because by pretending it was so much more of a bigger deal than it actually was. It was conservatives creating. It was a little bit, but it was conservatives blowing it up way the fuck more.
I don't disagree, but it was getting fucking obnoxious for a while.
On Twitter, though.
Yeah, but that's all these guys know.
I know. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The information worlds. Who in Congress is ultra fucking woke, right?
Yeah, true. I understand that. But
when you ask a person, right, like, hold on, like this is like what a conversation looks like. Hold on, do you believe the FEMA stuff that FEMA is doing these horrible things in North Carolina. Like, yeah, I think it's probably true. It's like, wait, but hold on. Like, how can you possibly do that? It's like, well, look at all the videos that people are posting. It's like, well, hold on. These are like 7-second videos, though, right? Like, how could you believe that? I mean, like, there are so many of them. And also, like, didn't BLM believe the 7-second videos, too? So, like, you guys did the same thing. And, you know, like, it's like anytime you try to drill down on anything, they'll go to 15 other topics. They cite 15 million different, like, 10 seconds videos. And it's like, okay, so what are the chances that, like, Joe Rogan covered this on his show? He had, like, an hour segment on it. Tim Pool and Candace Owen talked about it, too. They even brought on, like, a witness there. And I was like, okay, well, who the fuck was the witness? And then you got to find, like, who they're even talking to. And it's like, and I saw videos of, like, the helicopters, you know, blowing away the supplies. I was like, okay, this is not what it looks like. And it's like, it's impossible. Like, to even begin to have that conversation, you have to, it's such a black pill, dark hole of nothingness that you're like, okay, yeah, fuck me.
There's a video, I think. I'm going to try and find it. It's really good. So, you know the #1 dick sucks.
What got you excited?
Elon, right? The #1 dick sucks of Elon. Say the top offenders real quick that you know of. Reply guys.
I don't know. Ian Miles Chung. All the conservative people, Charlie Kirk, Jack Posobiec, all the Daily Wire people.
You're missing so many of the important ones.
I don't watch the Twitter shit that much,
like
honestly.
Kim.com.
Yeah, I don't read Twitter much. When people leak me shit, that's it. All I do is I blast out to Twitter because I realize that's how these guys use it. You just make tweets and then you fuck off. That's it. You don't like look at anything else.
Well, anyways, David Sachs. You familiar with that name? You heard it before?
I feel like I've heard that name.
Yeah, it's a fucking omega fucking like Trump dick suck.
Okay.
Like, he's a VC in Silicon Valley. Anyways, go to Discord. Bottom.
Is that where Discord is?
Click.
Okay. I talked earlier about NPC thinking that priority.
So here's the situation. This guy, Palmer Luckey, okay, this is the guy who created the Oculus.
Okay.
Okay. And he got invited to speak at Jason Calacanis's tech conference with David Sachs. You know, they do this fucking podcast called the All In Podcast or whatever the fuck it is.
Okay.
This is a good thing to watch. Click play. I'll buy
prioritizes popularity over principles. What I'm about to do is in very, very bad taste, but I'm going to do it anyway.
I'm going to endorse a political candidate. It's going to be so brave. Oh, no? Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Remember, pause it real second. So first off, his new company right now is called Anduril Industries, and they're making modern drones, modern, like, basically defense.
They're making drones. Got it.
Defense technology.
Okay.
He previously was the founder of Oculus. Okay. And he got kicked out of that company.
The people who I think embodies this type of NPC thinking of going with what's popular and not being willing to ever reverse their position even when they're proven wrong is Jason Calacanis. Let me read about some of the things he said about me over the years. Just a small sampling. Palmer Luckey, hideous. What an idiot. A moron. This guy Parker Luckey, a complete and utter moron. Jesus, this kid is an idiot. Palmer Luckey is just an idiot and a troll. He is dumb. So dumb. Oh no, we gotta keep going. For him to pull the plug on the Palmer Luckey experience was brilliant. Kudos, Zuckerberg. A complete lack of moral character and leadership. Palmer Luckey, a complete moron. Palmer doesn't care about any of his employees, family members, or team members. Now, this doesn't include any of the lies that he's told about me. This doesn't include any of the lies he's told about my businesses. This doesn't include any of the terrible things that his co-hosts and guests have said about me over the years that went unchallenged and egged on. If I'm a hideous, stupid person with no morals who doesn't care about my family or my employees, I shouldn't be invited here no matter how relevant Ukraine is. He's had many chances to retract or apologize to these statements, and rather than taking any of them, he keeps telling people that the reason I won't be on his show is because I'm too thin-skinned, because I disagree with him on some of the things he said about Oculus. That is not the case. I've explicitly told him why I've refused to be on a show. It's because he and his crew of bullies have been vicious liars who have attacked me for years and berated me for years and spread lies about me for years in a way that I've been able to overcome that very few entrepreneurs would have the money or the resources or the credibility to do. And being nice to a few people, like I'm sure he's being nice to you, does not excuse this. This isn't debatable whether it happened or not. It clearly happened. These are all direct quotes from things that he said over the years, both while I was at Oculus and during my time after Oculus. And Jason, like many influential people, some of them even in this room, who have treated me like shit for years, suddenly changed their tune as soon as Anduril was on the upswing, as soon as we were doing good things. They started inviting me on their podcasts, liking all my social media posts, putting me on their innovator lists, all without any acknowledgement whatsoever that they were the ones that were attacking me when it was popular, kicking me while I was on the ground, and treating me like garbage. It's really pathetic because a lot of my remaining critics at least are basing their opinions on some kind of consistent worldview. A lot of other people are attacking me and the work that I do because it's popular. When it's popular to attack me, they attack me. When it's unpopular to attack me, when Ukraine is being attacked, they are suddenly friends. And those are the same people that I know are going to go back to shitting on me the second that it becomes popular again. I'm coming to the end of this, and I know that you guys are probably thinking, wow, this guy's pretty thin-skinned for a billionaire. That's fair. That's fair. But I want to remind you of something. Jason and the people like him are the reason I was fired from Oculus, my own company. The company that was my heart and my soul for my entire teenage and adult life. For him, it was a game, it was his show, and for me, it was everything, and I lost everything. It almost destroyed me. I'm still filled with rage about it. I always will be. I'll end with this. I was able to create Anduril because a small group of people were willing to give me a second chance, to let me build something great in an important but controversial industry that was being constantly berated by people who thought we lived at the end of history. They invested in me while Jason was trying to poison my career and keep me on the ground. Thank God he failed. Thank God for investors who ignore him and people like him. The market conditions suggest there are going to be a lot of founders, hopefully none of the people in this room, losing their startups over the next year or so. And I pray that they get a second chance like I did. I pray they aren't deterred from working on important but unpopular problems. I pray that they will successfully claw their way back to success, that they aren't deterred from working on things that really matter. I pray that they manage to do this despite the inevitably stupid and spiteful hot takes that Jason, his associates, and the many people like him who make money spewing bullshit are certainly going to be putting out there. Amen. Thank you.
So this is like a $1 billion+ company now, and this guy lost everything. He literally did. He got kicked out of his own fucking company. Okay.
Wait, right now he did?
I told you this beforehand. No, not now. Before Oculus, he created Oculus, and he got booted from it.
Okay.
He created basically the hottest defense tech company that there is right now from nothing, and you know who this David Sachs guy is. Even though you don't know, because he's under every fucking Elon tweet saying, "Hey, sir, can I have a little bit of your cum? Can a little bit of your cum drop into my mouth?" That's him. And him and Calacanis and all these guys, they're all like the fucking same bullshit. And it's just so fucking sad. All of these guys used to be people that you would look up to. They were like the smartest guys in the Valley. They would connect you. They would help you out in your startups. And now for some fucking reason, all of these guys have gone full-throated sucking Trump's dick. And it's like the saddest fucking thing.
So he sucks Trump's dick or the other guy does?
No, not him. He's a good guy. The other ones.
Okay. I just don't know why this video was relevant to anything, but I appreciate that.
All right, pull up a Hassan clip 313.
Why don't we read off our Patreon people, the subbers we have that we love and appreciate so much.
To come to the Trump rally today.
It's a good man. I love him.
No, let's watch this.
Save the country.
You love him?
Yeah, I think he's a good man.
You
what
fuck
do you
him?
think?
Why? When did you decide he was such a good man?
2016. I liked his words, and I like he did everything he said he was going to do, and he did it.
So what are some of those things that he said and then he did?
Oh, Palmer also sucks Trump's dick.
He was one thing he said and then he did.
They all fucking do it.
He caught me off guard there. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't even win when I'm trying to win. It's just, and this is funny too, though. All right, well, apparently the dude that I just did likes Trump too. So all of fucking Silicon Valley is fucked.
They're cooked.
I can't do it. I can't. How sad. How sad it. What the fuck happened to you guys? Why? Just the fucking desire for money, the unlimited fucking pursuit of more.
No, it's not. I don't think so. I think it's the woke thing. I don't think they see, because even if you wanted money, if you were economically stable, you're not looking at Trump as the guy who's going to like make you richer.
Dude, if I see fucking Trump, I think like this guy might actually start civil war in my country.
Yeah, it's not money. It's wokeness and it's other shit that's driving them.
Do they not think that's the case? That like, do they not believe that if like Trump gets elected, that like half the country, like it might
No, they
destroy
don't
the
know
country?
anything about that. They just look at the wokeness. I'll say that 50 million times. Just wokeness. That's all they know about. That's all they care about. That's it. They don't know anything about government. They don't know the 3 branches. They don't know what the Supreme Court does. They don't have no idea. It's just wokeness. That's it. And so Trump is the anti-woke guy who's going to be awesome. And the Democrats are like the DEI people who are crazy. And anything you say bad about him is Russiagate. That's it.
How fucking sad, man. How sad.
They got the woke mind virus, unironically.
Okay. Hold on. Let me... I think it would
oh
be
my
nice...
God, it's the fucking such an obscure reference.
Say it.
At the end of when you're playing through, oh, it's too much. You do your thing.
I think I might know it. I want to know if I know it. Also, since it's so obscure. Go ahead.
In Metal Gear Solid 2.
I don't know it.
I know, yeah. In Metal Gear Solid 2, the game, as you play through it, it's a rerun of Metal Gear Solid 1. It's like a lot of the same bosses, a lot of the same tropes, a lot of the same plot of it. Like, there's just a lot of the same shit. Like, even a cyborg ninja appears that, like, has a lot of the same, like, functions and everything. And it's like, oh, shit. And then when you get to towards the end of the game, you find out that you're part of something called the S3 plan, which stands for Solid Snake Simulation. And the whole point of the game was to simulate Solid Snake, and that's what you thought it was. But then when you get to the end of the game, you find out S3 plan isn't Solid Snake Simulation. It stands for Selection for Societal Sanity. It's a totally different type of thing. And I feel like the Patriots will reveal at the end, they'll say, Trump derangement syndrome is real. And so is the woke mind virus, but it's what infects the conservatives, not the liberals. The Trump derangement syndrome is when you worship Trump like a fucking cult leader and you have no idea why you do it. And the woke mind virus is when you think that every single thing you don't like is woke, and it destroys your ability to see anything beyond, like, trans athletes. Like, that's like the actual meme.
You think that's what they're, like, losing their mind about?
Yes, it's all woke shit. I guarantee you, bring any of these Silicon Valley dipshits on here and it will all be woke shit. They won't know a single policy. They don't know what Congress does. They won't be able to tell you the difference between the Senate and the House of Representatives. They won't know anything about any part of the government at all. They'll know nothing. But they'll say, like, the wokeness is a huge issue. Guaranteed.
I just sent you all of the bros. Can you say their names on Discord? And say it in different ways for each one. And then the Game of Thrones ones you have to say as Game of Thrones characters.
Absolutely not, but I'll read their names.
After Swag Cam, start imagining.
We've got Destiny Play League Again, Please. We've got Kitty A Lawler, The Gray Code, Swag Cam,
Game of Thrones,
Igor Dolas.
Yes. And
Gabriel Lantis. Lawson Harrison, Carl Alex Pauls. 3 first names in one. Good one, dipshit. Mash Stars. Honestly Reckless, and Mikey P.
Thank you, guys. You guys have all been subs for a while, and I appreciate that because we've been through some hard times together, and now, you know, we're still here for now. We do have some really cool guests coming up. We got Jade booked, I think, for December. Jade is a boss. That's like a real fan service episode we're gonna have there. Hopefully, she'll bring her tarot cards with her. That'll be exciting. I think we're probably gonna be able to get Mr. Moon. I think I can make it happen.
Dan's working on that.
I'm working on it. Okay, it's like I did a big oopsie, you know, not booking that one myself, but you know, I've sent him enough dick pics now that he feels like he has enough leverage on me to come on and know that I won't bring up any specific situations that he doesn't feel comfortable with. So getting Mr. Mooten on would be good. I'm excited to potentially have that happen. And then, as I said, we have a really plan your election night after you vote November 5th into November 6th, 12-hour stream, probably, give or take that time. We're going to have huge amounts of guests here, okay? Do you want to drop any names? I feel like we should drop a few names if people are going to be here.
Drop 2.
Drop 2? Turkey Tom and ABBA.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's based.
Yeah. There's other cool names that are in there. Those are the first 2 that you get. There's like
Justin Trudeau.
Stop saying everyone that's going to be here. We have like 12 people total that are going to be here. We're also going to have a green screen, okay, and a news desk.
Those 2 things are
and
confirmed
me and Steve are going to be sitting at it together, holding hands, best friends forever, okay, looking at each other, and then talking about the news. And we're going to say catchy lines as if we're real newscasters. Isn't that going to be exciting, Steve?
It's going to be so exciting.
It's going to be so good. So anyways, this was a very unfunny, infuriating episode, actually. Before you go, since we're at the end here, before we do the whole anything else, make sure that you install OBS, go watch yourself one of these terrorist sympathizer streams, and record their advertising playing right before the video content, and then send it to the advertiser on Twitter and say, why are you doing this? Why are you supporting this stream that fucks over Jews? And tag them and do it. Okay? It takes 5 minutes of your time and it actually will fucking make a difference. Fuck Dan Clancy. DanClancySucks.com. Supporting this anti-Semitism, letting it continue moving forward. And also, you know what? A shout out to Ethan from H3. That was probably definitely not easy for him to do. I don't think I've ever seen him go against the grain ever like that before. So it was probably extremely difficult for him to do. And good on you doing that. You want to end with an Asian accent?
No, we're not doing Asian accents anymore.
I feel like you never did a good one.
No, because I'm not racist.
I'm not racist either.
Really?
No. Damn, but there.